In the first video, I showed you how to find factors of a multiple by building different arrays, looking at the sides and determining that those were the factors. Well, that's to give you the concept of what factors are, but you're not always going to be able to have multiples with you. So in this video, we're going to learn how to find them, again, systematically, but this time just using paper and pencil in our minds. One more time, let me remind you, we're dealing with a factor of a multiple, and factors are numbers that are multiplied by each other to get a different number. So 3 times 4, like we proved in the last video, those are both factors of 12. For this video, I'm going to give you the example of 48. We're going to find out all the factors we can. Now I'm going to be giving you a very short version of that. In the next video, I'm going to show you the tricks to how to find some factors of the first basic numbers that we have. You'll see. But for this video, I'm just going to tell you what they are, and we'll go with that. If you don't know them in your head, that's okay. I'll give you some tricks that will help you later on. Like we showed with the blocks, a first easy multiple of any number is 1 itself. So we're going to write that 1 and then number 48 are multiples. Now on your paper, put a little gap in between them, especially if you recognize that there's going to be multiple factors of a number. You might know some of those factors already, but even if you don't, put a big gap in between there so that as you're writing them, you can put them in order like I'll be demonstrating. Now because 8 is an even number, we know that 2 is a multiple. Again, more details in the next video. I won't say that anymore. But what times 2 is that number? If you don't know, if that doesn't pop into your head right away, because some of these aren't going to be easy, go ahead and write yourself a division problem. And you can solve it any method that we've been teaching you this year in order to find out what that other factor is. In this case, it's 24. No matter which version you do, you're going to end up with 24. So now we know that 2 and 24 are also factors of 48. So we'll add them in our list. Notice how I put them in between the two numbers that we already had. Because 1 is only one away from 2, there can't be any number between 24 and 48, because there's no whole number between 1 and 2. So I could put the 2 next to the 1 and the 24 right next to the 48. Systematically, let's find the next one. Let's try 3. What times 3 gives you 48? Again, if you need to, do long division, or even a calculator if anybody allows you to. 3 times 16 is 48. I'm not going to show you the work this time. So we can write 3 and then 16. How about 4? Is there a number that we can multiply by 4 to get 48? Yes, there is, and it's 12. So 4 and 12 are also multiples of 48. Let's be systematic again. Let's try 5. Does 5 have a number multiplied by it that can get 48? No, it doesn't. How about 6? One of your basic multiplication facts is that 6 times 8 is 48. So now we have 2 more multiples of 48. What about 7? Is there a number times 7 that we can get 48? No, there isn't, because we know that 7 times 7 is 49. So 48 has 10 factors, which makes it a composite number. Composite numbers have 3 or more factors. And what are the factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48. Let's try another number. How about 29? Again, we'll start with 1 and 29, and we'll list them out. Except as we go systematically now, if I try 2, no, it's not even, so 2 is not going to work. What if we try 3? Well, if you know the trick, 9 plus 2 is 11. That doesn't work. In fact, if we keep going through, no matter what number we try after this, 5, 6, 7, none of them go into 29. In fact, you're going to find that only 1 and 29 are the only 2 factors of this number, which means that 29 is a prime number. It only has 2 factors, 1 and the number itself, in this case 29. That makes it prime. And so no matter what number you're looking at, go through it systematically. You know 1's going to be a factor. Try 2. Try 3. Try 4. Try 5. And if you don't know what I mean by try 5, well, watch the next video, because I will give you shortcuts on easy ways you can figure out if any of these numbers are factors of whatever number you're looking at.